Hello, this is David with entry number 496, possibly 97. I've unfortunately once again lost count, like I always do with these videos. So, excuse me, like I said, I will be posting past 500, but I probably won't honestly be posting as often. These are fun or whatever for me, and it's a good habit to maintain. But the fact of the matter is, sometimes there are days when I feel like I could put stuff, or I could hold off and not post. And on those days, I probably just won't post. I'll try and make more of these entries more substantial and less, I don't know, non-substantial. I do enjoy them, like I said, but there is a certain point where you kind of lose focus. And if I'm going to continue these past 500, which the plan is that I will make sure that when I do post, they are of more character. There's nothing wrong with, I suppose, giving sort of daily updates, but in the grand scheme of things, a daily update is, well, it's relatively worthless. So I will try and give you more fascinating, dated or fascinating thoughts and thought-provoking things, I suppose. I'm here right now in Hongdae, and currently it is, let me check my watch, it is 1:30 in the afternoon, so early afternoon, and the lunch rush just died down, and I'm currently here in this little park, which I recorded about a week ago, I think I recorded here. I'm in this little park, which normally is very full during the nighttime and late afternoon, and surrounded by a bunch of barbecue restaurants. Barbecue here in Korea is a newer invention amongst East Asians. I think Koreans are probably the most famous for barbecue. And there's a funny little thing I noticed. Well, I'll go back through and then I'll get to where I was going to say, but let me just start. Over in the corner, about 100 yards from where I'm sitting, is a place called yakiniku. And yakiniku is Japanese for barbecue. Means grilled meat, cooked meat. Yaki and niku. Yaki is like teriyaki, means like grilled or cooked, and niku is a generic word for meat. And so, what I found funny about that is that in Japan, when you go to barbecue, it's almost always referenced as Korean barbecue, because Koreans are credited for bringing grilled meat with that kind of technique to Japan. And so what I find funny is that these kind of what would you call it? Kind of carryover from Korea to Japan, and then back to Korea as Japanese barbecue. And I think that kind of sharing and kind of bartering of culture and cooking technique is something that I find very amusing. It's a kind of thing that you do see quite commonly amongst East Asian cultures. There's for some reason or another, the debate over where things originate from is hotly contested. I know to some extent you could say that in the States as well, but to the degree of which they take it in Asia is not seen in the West. I know maybe some things in Europe might be contested, but not. They are absolutely well, voracious here in terms of how, not voracious, but like the closest I could call it is kind of how seriously Muslims take jihad. They are very serious when it comes to their things, their origins, and none more so than typically the land. I guess is the most important resource that all East Asian countries have, and the way they fight over land here is down dirty and gross. To be honest, it's a very serious claim, and it makes things a little tenuous sometimes. But on the whole, I feel like Koreans in general have become very accepting of Japanese food and Japanese culture, and to some extent Japanese people. But I think if there was ever anything that happened more with Dokdo, which is like this really hotly contested piece of land in the middle of the ocean between Japan and Korea, you would see a lot of anti Japanese stuff crop up again, because the truce, or it's not even a truce really, well, I guess it is a truce. The truce is tenuous, and it feels like if any little thing could set both countries off again into a very serious conflict. And at this point, you would hope that the U.S. would choose the right side. And to be honest, the right side, in my opinion, would be Japan, because they're much more of an important ally, whereas, well, it's like the difference would be in terms of like a construction site. Japan's like a buddy, like can hand you a tool, and Korea is more like a ladder that you use to get higher and step on. In terms of economic relations for America, I should quantify that. So, anyway, or qualify that, I should say, qualify. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll talk with you tomorrow. Bye.